Thank you, dear friend, for being here today. Of all the places you could be, your soul chose this exact moment. Why? Because perhaps, just perhaps, something inside you has already started to awaken. A subtle whisper in your heart, a dream that won't go away, a strange feeling that something is coming, but you can't quite name it yet. Have you ever wondered why money always feels so close, yet somehow just out of reach? Or why, no matter how far you roam, your spirit keeps returning to the same mysterious pull inside your chest? If you're a Sagittarius born on the 11th of October, or if that date feels oddly significant to you, then let me tell you something that may change how you see yourself forever. You are not here by accident. The universe doesn't work that way. There's a deeper rhythm pulsing beneath your everyday life, and today we're going to decode it together. This is not just another horoscope reading. This is an initiation, because you, my beautiful Sagittarius soul, were born on a cosmic fault line. A rare alignment where the fire of Sagittarius meets the balance of Libra, a secret doorway, hidden in plain sight, that holds the power to unlock wealth, healing, and a spiritual vow you once made, long before this lifetime. And lately, that vow has been knocking, quietly, but insistently. You felt it in your body, haven't you? That sudden rush of energy for no reason, that tear you wiped away before anyone could see it. That strange sequence of numbers that keeps repeating on clocks, receipts, or even in your dreams. These are not coincidences, they are calls. Calls to remember who you are, what you came here to do, and the abundance that is waiting for you, not in some faraway future, but here, now. In this video, we're going to walk together through the forgotten chambers of your soul contract. We'll explore why the date October 11th is more than just a birthday, it's a cosmic code, encoded with the energy of wealth, leadership, and destiny. We'll dive into the symbols Jupiter has been sending you, the rituals you can use to activate your money frequency, and the one thing you must remember if you want to finally step into the life that's been waiting for you. But a gentle warning, dear Sagittarius, this message isn't for everyone. It's for those who are ready to remember, ready to receive, ready to stop chasing money, and become the kind of soul that money chases instead. So before we begin, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you truly believed you were meant to be rich, not just financially, but in purpose, love, and inner peace? And would you be willing to open your heart just enough to let the universe show you why that belief was never a lie? Go ahead, pour yourself a warm cup of coffee or tea. Let the world outside quiet down for a few minutes. Make space. Because what's about to unfold isn't just content, it's a conversation between your soul and the stars. And if you feel even the slightest vibration inside your chest right now, like something ancient is stirring, then leave a comment below and write, "I'm a Sagittarius born on October 11th, and I'm ready to remember what I once promised the universe." Because saying it out loud is not just for me, it's a signal to the cosmos that you're awake, aligned, and ready. Like this video if your heart is already beating faster. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this sacred journey. And most importantly, stay with me until the very end, because the final message I have for you is something that could change everything. Are you ready to remember why you came here? Let's begin. If you were born on October 11th, or if that date sends a strange ripple through your chest as you hear it, you need to understand one thing. This is not a date. It's a frequency, a key, a code carved into the fabric of your soul, long before you arrived in this life. And tonight, we're going to unlock it together. Let's begin with something sacred, the number 11. In numerology, 11 isn't just a number, it's a master number. It doesn't belong to the ordinary world of logic and routine. It belongs to the realm of destiny, of spiritual contracts, of souls that agreed to take on a bigger light and sometimes a heavier shadow. To be born on the 11th day of any month is to be marked by something rare, a higher mission. But to be born on the 11th of October, under the skies influenced by both Sagittarius and Libra, that's when things become extraordinary. 11 is the number of the seer, the bridge between worlds, the soul who can walk through chaos and still see the thread of divine order. People born on this day often experience life differently. While others are chasing goals, you're decoding symbols. While the world is focused on survival, you often find yourself wondering about the why behind everything. Why am I here? Why do I feel so much? Why do people seem to come to me for answers they don't even know they're asking? It's not just your imagination. You carry a kind of inner GPS, one that's guided not by maps, but by meaning. And here's where the magic deepens. October 11th is a unique convergence between the fire of Sagittarius and the air of Libra. Think about that for a moment. Fire expands, air lifts. Together, they don't just burn, they illuminate. They create movement, vision, philosophy, hope. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the great expander, the planet of fortune, truth, and spiritual wealth. Libra, on the other hand, is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, harmony, and attraction. When these two archetypes dance together in the energy of your birth, they give rise to a soul that's not only here to seek truth, but to speak it so beautifully that others remember their own. That's why you've always felt like your voice matters, even when others didn't listen. That's why you've had moments where money seemed to appear when you spoke from your heart, because your wealth is tied directly to your ability to express truth with grace. You weren't born to do like everyone else. You were born to inspire, and inspiration is one of the most magnetic energies on Earth. People born on October 11th often carry what I call the pulse of purpose. It beats subtly, but constantly. Even when you're resting, even when you're lost, even when you're in doubt, there's a quiet pull in your chest that says, there's something more. You've felt it since you were a child. You've looked at the sky and wondered what else is out there. Or maybe you've looked at the world and thought, why does no one else see what I see? Because you were never meant to just see the world. You were meant to reveal it. There's something fascinating about how those born on this day interact with money. It's not always about how hard they work. In fact, many of them have noticed that the more they chase money, the farther it seems to run. But when they follow their inner calling, when they create something from passion, an idea, a message, a story, a service, wealth comes to find them. You have a gift, the ability to generate value not just from effort, but from energy, from vision, from faith. People trust you without knowing why. They follow your words, your energy, your example, because there's a kind of truth-telling flame inside you, and that flame, when used with integrity, can light up paths not just for you, but for everyone watching. But here's the challenge. The number 11 can feel like both a gift and a weight. Because when you're born with vision, the world often won't see you clearly. You may have grown up feeling misunderstood, like your thoughts were too deep, your emotions too intense, your dreams too unrealistic. You may have even learned to shrink your light, to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. But not anymore. Because today, the universe is calling you to remember. You are not here to fit in. You are here to shine. You are here to lead, to teach, to show others that wealth is not just in the bank, but in belief. That true success comes when you live from your essence, not your ego. That the greatest currency you have is your ability to see what others cannot. And if you've ever wondered why people open up to you so easily, why strangers tell you their secrets, why you feel responsible for the emotions in the room, it's because you're a mirror, not a flat, shallow mirror, but one that reflects people's truth back to them in ways they didn't know they needed. This is your power. And yes, it is also the key to your wealth. Because when a person lives in alignment with their inner mission, when they stop pretending to be normal and start embracing their true cosmic code, money begins to respond, not like a prize to be earned, but like a river that's been waiting to flow. So if you're a Sagittarius born on October 11th, or if you're someone who feels a deep resonance with this energy, I want you to take a deep breath and ask yourself, quietly, what truth have I been afraid to live out loud? What dream have I delayed because the world told me to be smaller? Because today, in this sacred space, we're not just talking about astrology, we're talking about activation. And the moment you say yes to your path is the moment the universe says yes to you. Now, before we move into the next layer, the sacred signals the universe has been sending you lately, I invite you to drop this sentence in the comments below. I am the light of October 11th. My truth is my path. My wealth is awakening. Say it, write it, own it. Because this isn't just a phrase. It's a key. And we've only just begun to unlock the door. There's something I need to tell you. And if your soul has led you here, it's because deep inside, you're already starting to feel it. You see, there's a promise you once made, a sacred vow, not in this lifetime, but in another. A time when your spirit chose to return to this earth, not just to survive, but to awaken, to remember, to rise. And lately, that promise has begun to stir. If you've noticed strange things happening around you, quiet signs, emotional waves, moments you can't explain, this is not random. These are activations. Gentle taps from the universe, reminding you that your time is arriving. Let me ask you something. Have you cried recently? Without any clear reason? Not sadness tied to a story, but something deeper. A sudden rush of emotion that seems to come from nowhere, like your soul is weeping for something it can't name. That is your first sign. Tears without explanation are soul memories surfacing. Your spirit is beginning to thaw, remembering the mission, the gift, the wealth it came here to embody. These aren't tears of weakness, they're tears of recalibration. They're your inner self realigning with the path it chose long ago. This is not emotional, this is sacred. The second sign: money arriving unexpectedly. A refund you weren't expecting. A client appearing out of nowhere. A financial gift. A waived fee. A lucky receipt. Something small but unmistakably magical. This is the touch of Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, planet of expansion and divine wealth. When Jupiter activates you, the universe starts moving money toward you, not as a reward for your hustle, but as confirmation of alignment. It's saying, you're on the path, keep going. This kind of money doesn't come because you forced it. It comes because you're remembering your frequency. And when your frequency aligns, money finds its way to you effortlessly, like a river drawn to gravity. The third sign: a surge of déjà vu so strong it steals your breath. A place you've never been, but feels like home. A sentence someone says that sounds like it was lifted from your dreams. A sensation that time is folding in on itself. And you are arriving at a moment your soul has already lived. When this happens, don't brush it aside. Don't explain it away. Because this is your soul, remembering the map, the contract, the very moment it decided to return to this earth and take on this journey. You're not just experiencing life, you're reuniting with your destiny. And here's the most important thing I need you to hold in your heart right now. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are being guided back to a part of yourself you had to forget, so you could one day remember it with reverence. All of these signs, your tears, your windfalls, your déjà vu moments, they are not symptoms of confusion. They are signals of awakening. They are proof that your soul's GPS is turning back on. You are being called home. Home to your truth. Home to your wealth. Home to the exact frequency you were born to carry. And if your body is tingling, if your chest feels tight, if your breath is catching right now, then don't ignore this moment. It's real. It's happening. Drop into the comments right now and declare, I'm a Sagittarius, born on October 11th, and I am awakening the promise my soul once made. Write it not just for me, write it for the universe to see. Write it so that your spirit knows you heard the call and you answered. Because once you do, something opens, the energy begins to shift. And in the next part of our journey, I'll show you how to deepen that opening, how to step beyond signs, and into rituals that unlock wealth directly from your energetic field. Rituals designed for you, timed with your soul, charged by the promise you're finally ready to fulfill. So stay right here. Something sacred is coming. Something that's been waiting for you for lifetimes. Let's take a breath together. Inhale slowly and exhale even slower. Because now, we step into the part of the journey where the unseen becomes tangible, where energy becomes action, where the signs you've been receiving begin to take form through sacred ritual. And this, dear Sagittarius born on October 11th, is the moment your wealth frequency begins to activate. This is not just a ritual, it's a remembrance, a sacred choreography between your soul and the stars, a language the universe has been speaking to you for lifetimes. I call this practice the Jupiter Wealth Circuit, or as I whisper it in sacred space, the activation of the golden current. Because Jupiter, the great planet of expansion, abundance, divine timing, and cosmic reward governs Sagittarius. And on the day you were born, its energy aligned in a way that placed a golden thread inside your spirit. That thread? It's been waiting to be pulled. And now, we begin. Step 1 is simple, but powerful. You'll need a clean white sheet of paper and a pen with either violet or golden ink. These colors are not random. They align with your aura's financial field and are connected directly to Jupiter's color frequencies. On this paper, write the following affirmation as if it were a key unlocking a vault. Money flows toward me because I am a channel for the light of Jupiter. Don't just write it. Speak it softly as you do. Feel every letter move through your body. Imagine your hand writing not with ink, but with intention etched in light. Step 2 is about creating a sacred environment, a small pocket of frequency where your body becomes a magnet for wealth. Wait for the new moon, or, if you feel called before then, simply choose a quiet night when the sky is dark and the world is still. Light a candle in orange or purple colors of manifestation and higher wisdom. Place a piece of amethyst or citrine beside it, stones known to open the channels of intuition and prosperity. Next to the candle and stone, place a tiny key. It can be real or symbolic. This represents the key to your wealth gate. Your soul already has this key. You're just reminding it. Now, gently repeat the following sequence like a mantra 3 times. 11, 10, 3, 3, 3. The 11 represents your sacred birth number, the Master Awakener. The 10 symbolizes October completion and divine order. And 333 is the number of spiritual alignment with purpose, creativity, and abundance. When spoken aloud in this context, these numbers don't just echo, they open. Finally, step 3. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and begin to breathe in a calm, steady rhythm. Let your shoulders relax. Imagine a soft golden light descending from above your head. It moves slowly, caressing your crown, flowing into your heart, warming your chest, then spreading into your shoulders, down through your arms, and into your hands. Feel that light pulsing gently in your palms. This is not just imagination, this is your receiving field activating. As you sit in this golden glow, allow this sentence to rise inside you like a wave. I allow money to find me. I allow my frequency to receive. Remain in this state for 7 minutes. That's all. But what happens in those 7 minutes can ripple across timelines. Now listen closely. You do not need to perform all 3 steps perfectly. You do not need to wait for the perfect candle, or the perfect stone, or the perfect moon phase. The only requirement is your presence, your belief, your yes. Sometimes, just doing one of these steps, the one that calls to your heart, is enough to tilt the axis of your reality, because energy moves fastest when it is met with honesty. If you only feel called to light the candle, then light it. If you only feel called to write the affirmation, then write it. Do what feels like an invitation, not an obligation. That is where the true magic lives. This is not superstition. This is spiritual science. This is you, tuning into the rhythm your soul has always known. And if, as you listen to this, your body feels warmer, your palms tingle, your breath slows, that's not by accident. That's your wealth current beginning to hum. In the next part of this journey, we'll step even deeper into who you truly are as a wealth carrier, a light bearer, a Sagittarius born to lead with truth. And we'll uncover 4 soul-coded affirmations that, when spoken from the heart, can reshape the way money, love, and luck flow toward you. But for now, sit in the afterglow, and if you feel moved, leave a comment below that says, "I activate my Jupiter wealth circuit now." Let the universe know you're ready, because this was only the beginning. Now that the light has begun to stir within you, it's time to remember who you truly are, not just as a soul seeking answers, but as one of the chosen ones. A Sagittarius born on October 11th doesn't come into this world to chase wealth, approval, or fleeting validation. You come here to become the kind of energy that wealth cannot ignore. You are not the seeker anymore, you are the signal. You see, there are certain people who carry frequencies so unique, so precise, that the universe bends around them when they remember who they are. And you, yes, you are one of them. Your birth date carries an ancient vibration. It speaks of a soul who made a pact with the stars. I will return. I will walk in truth. I will light the way for others. And in doing so, I will be rewarded beyond imagination. That reward isn't just money, it's impact, it's legacy. It's the knowing that your mere presence in this world shifts reality. Let's talk about your divine strengths, the things you often take for granted because they come so naturally to you. You, dear soul, have the rare ability to turn belief into income. When you believe in something deeply, whether it's a project, a person, a message, that energy transmits through your words, through your posture, through the way you look at life. And that energy magnetizes opportunity. When you speak, the universe listens. You've probably noticed it before, how what you say sometimes manifests quickly, almost uncannily. That's not coincidence. That's cosmic response. You are a voice-activated creator. Your words don't just communicate, they cast spells. They open gates. They move matter. And there's more. You possess a kind of healing frequency that works quietly but powerfully. It doesn't require elaborate tools or rituals. Sometimes it's your smile. Sometimes it's the way you listen. Sometimes it's the way you say, "I believe in you," and suddenly someone remembers how to breathe again. That's you. You are a walking temple, a human tuning fork for grace. And now, I want you to anchor this, knowing with 4 soul-deep affirmations spoken not from your lips, but from the very center of your being. As I say them, feel free to repeat them out loud, or whisper them softly to yourself. Let them echo through your cells. I am a Sagittarius, born on October 11th, stepping fully into my gateway of wealth. I remember my soul promise, and I take aligned action today. Money finds me as effortlessly as fire finds the wind. I am ready to unlock the door I once forgot existed. Let those words move through you. Say them again if you need to. Write them down. Carry them with you. Because affirmations, when spoken from alignment, become activation codes. They're not just mantras, they're keys. And speaking of keys, in the final part of this video, we'll unlock the last and most powerful message, a final gift that can turn your energy into pure attraction. A secret that's been waiting for you since before you were born. Stay with me. We're almost there. And now, here we are, at the end of this journey, but truly, at the beginning of something much greater. You didn't just watch a video tonight. You remembered something. Something ancient, something powerful, something sacred. Because deep down, you always knew you were born for more than just survival. You were born for alignment, for influence, for abundance. You were born with a blueprint that whispers, "You are the key you've been waiting for." If you're a Sagittarius born on October 11th, you carry a rare fusion of vision and vibration. You don't follow paths, you illuminate them. You don't chase money, You attract it by being the truth you came to live. And tonight, if you've allowed yourself to feel even a flicker of that knowing come alive again, then something has already shifted. But here's what I want to leave you with. Abundance is not something you chase. It's something you allow. It's a frequency you align with when you stop doubting your gifts, when you stop shrinking to fit a world that was never meant to contain you. It's what flows into your life when you start honoring your voice, your energy, your truth. The ritual you've learned today isn't just symbolic. It's a tool, a bridge, a frequency tuner. You now have the ability to return to it whenever you need a reminder of your cosmic wealth. And every time you light that candle, or speak that affirmation, or close your eyes to feel the golden light enter your chest, you are telling the universe, I'm open, I'm ready, I remember. But the magic doesn't stop here. There are still more portals to open, more truths to decode. In the upcoming videos, we'll explore the secret meanings of your birth chart, how to unlock your personal wealth window, and the hidden connection between your heart chakra and financial flow. And yes, there's a ritual coming soon that many of you have been asking for. How to attract unexpected money within 72 hours. It's real, and it's coming. So make sure to like this video if you felt your energy shift tonight. Leave a comment right now to activate your wealth frequency by typing, I'm a Sagittarius born on October 11th, and I'm ready to activate my prosperous destiny. Let that comment be your anchor. Let the world know you're not just passing through this life, you're here to rise. And if you felt touched, empowered, or seen in this video, please consider supporting the channel through the Super Thanks feature. Your support helps spread this light across the globe and allows more people just like you to remember their worth, their power, their purpose. Before you go, I invite you to check the description box below. There's a special free gift waiting for you there. A secret resource designed to help you deepen your daily abundance practice and realign with your highest vibration. Trust me, you'll want to open that gate. Because you, beautiful soul, you deserve joy. You deserve wealth. You deserve a life that feels whole. And not because you've earned it, but because you were born for it. So let me ask you this. What topic do you want us to explore next? More rituals? Hidden truths about your rising sign? The connection between love and lunar phases? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Your voice matters here. Your journey is valid here. And your light is so very, very needed here. Thank you for being part of this sacred space. Thank you for choosing to remember. And thank you for allowing me to walk beside you tonight. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay open, stay aligned, stay golden. With love, always.